All right, welcome in everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage. Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors tonight from the Volusia Speedway. Looking at about 38 midgets checked in for this one tonight. Wingless Wednesdays about to get underway for you. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget your likes, your follows, and your shares. We're doing fantastic. We are closing in very close now to our 5,000 followers. Scheduling our big show for the 20th of May, a Monday night. Going to give the Dirt Slingers a night off. Put a little special event together right there. I will say that we are planning on having some very special guests in. Have a little roundtable discussion, talk a little racing, watch a little racing, have a little fun. Maybe even take some questions from the fans in chat. We will get some more information out to you guys as that becomes available. These guys down to around 20 seconds before they start their qualifying efforts. Lots going on in the sim racing world right now. All right, practice session going to wind out right here. About 3 seconds to go. We'll get our national anthem going for you, and we'll get ready to go racing.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, the national anthem from Johnny Reed Foley. Top 10 qualifiers right now. Dustin Griffiths, Alex Bergeron, Hunter Conley, David Heileman, Alex Mulder sitting in those spots. About 7 seconds till they wind out. 39 cars with qualifying. Looking at the point standing for the series, still Adam Elby on top, James Edens in second, Rusty Kruger, David Heileman, and Chris Roberts. The top five only separated by a total of 63 points. 30 to second, 37 back to third, 58 to fourth, and 63 down to the fifth position. So Adam Elby able to hang on to this one, at least for the time being. Heat race one gritting out onto the front stretch right now. On the poles, Swindell Speed Labs, number 152, Colton Hardy. To his outside, Casey Kane Sim Racing, Napa Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, number 49 of the Hulk, David Heileman. Row 2 on the inside, the Splash and Go Graphics, Unified Racing, number 82, Dustin Griffiths. And to his outside, the Trucker Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion, number 93 of the Crapfish, Chris Roberts. On the inside of the third row, the Wicked Cushion Team City X Machine of Mike Keegan. And to his outside, another Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion Machine, the 77 of Aaron Schaefer. Row 4 on the inside. Tyler Chalk in the Splash and Go Graphics, number 8. And to his outside, DKKI, number 130 of Hunter Brady. And on the back row by himself in the Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games, Big Time Midget. That is the 28 of Steven Hersberg. Ten laps. Top 3 to the A main. Everybody else to the consolations. We'll find 20 cars for our feature tonight. All right, guys, we're going to be going green off turn number 4. Heat race number 1. Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors, about to get underway. Colton Hardy, David Heileman, our front row. Green flag in the air. Colton Hardy left David Heileman sitting still on that start. But Heileman going to drive it deep through 1 and 2 and close the gap right back up. Chris Roberts off the top side. Second row going to run himself into the 3rd spot. So he's got the final transfer spot. And Mike Keegan with big slide job. Wasn't able to hook it up. Dropped about 3 positions right there after the slide job. Got just in front of Aaron Schaefer. And now contact. He and Dustin Griffiths, it looks like. He's going to fall all the way back to the 9th position. Chris Roberts hanging on to 3rd. David Heileman got around Colton Hardy. Hardy had to have made a mistake. He had too big a lead to just give that away that quickly. Now Chris Roberts finds the inside fence.
Caution is out.
And while the car may not be hurt too bad, he is going to end up at the back of this field. Chris Roberts just down into turns 3 and 4 on the bottom side like he likes to be, and he caught just a little bit of bite in that left front tire. Found that inside wall. So about 3 laps into it, Chris Roberts going to bring out the caution. Means we'll probably have about 3 laps when we get the green. Heileman, Hardy, Griffiths, Chalk, Brady, Schaefer, Hersberg, Keegan, and Roberts. Those 2 cars going to swap spots here. Should happen live once they cross. Lights still on the pace truck. So they're going to have a 4-lap shootout to finish it up. Ride around in the pace lap and watch the start. On board with Dustin Griffiths right here in the 3rd position. He's got the final transfer spot right now. 3 from each heat race going straight to the A main. We'll fill the remaining 20 cars from our B main. Five heat races scheduled. Actually, I'm sorry, there are 4 heat races scheduled, so we're going to find 8 cars
Green flag.
out of that B main. Here's the restart. Heileman and Hardy. Right there, you see Griffiths sawing on that wheel back and forth, just trying to keep that midget straight. Take it down into turn 3 and 4. And around he goes, and we'll jump out and take a look from a little bit further away than riding in the car, but you can see how quickly guys get on top of them. Dustin Griffiths On the top side of 3 and 4, that car got wildly out of shape, rolled over on that right rear, and he turned it sideways right in front of everybody. Aaron Schaefer, Mike Keegan, Hunter Brady, all 4 cars involved in that. I see 3 of those 4 off the track. Looks like Hunter Brady car also, so 4 of them off. We're going to be finishing this one up, it looks like, probably under the caution flag. It's going to be Hylam, Hardy, Chalk, our transfer cars. Everybody else from Chris Roberts on back. Going to go into the elimination races. Yes, Ruben, that is the iRacing platform. These are the Dirt Midgets. So the light's going to stay on the pace truck. We're going to finish this one up under safety. We are hoping that next season they are going to give us at least the opportunity to do green-white checkers on these finishes like this. And they are saying via some correspondence to the members that they are working on trying to get the yellow flag laps to no longer count on the dirt side, which makes a lot of us really happy because then there's no more manual counting of laps during our feature races. But right now we're coming off turn 4, heat race number 1. David Hylam, Colton Hardy, and Tyler Chalk going straight to the A-main. Everyone else going to find their way through our consolation races. Trying to be one of the final 8 cars in the B-main, the top 8. Get a transfer into the A-main. Everybody else going to be done. But we'll get heat race number 2 gridded out on the front stretch. On the front row, the Keene Motorsports, number 38, Brett Strickler, and to his outside, Swindell Speed Labs driver in the 211, James Eden. Row 2 on the inside, the Nuobi ABR, number 16 of Alex Bergeron, and on his outside, another Swindell Speed Labs entry. That's the 5 of Rusty Kruger. Row 3, 696, Brian Heisler on the inside. The Andes Frozen Custard, number 94 of Todd LeBeau on the outside of that row. In the 4th row, on the inside, the Dirt Track Terror and the Dude Products, number 210. That is James Tiernan. And on his outside, the 238, the familiar purple and pink machine of Anthony Marvalijo. And on the back row, on the inside, Top Gun Motorsports driver in the number 73 is Nick Bagathi. And scheduled to be on his outside, the 019 of Hayden Cardwell, but I do not see the 019 car out on the track. So we're going to have 9 cars for 10 more laps. This series is a driver search series for the Northwest Focus Midget Series. Galen, Carla up there do a great job with their series, and they will be bringing someone from this particular series up there to Skagit Speedway. Put them in their own midget and put them on the track with their real weekly drivers. So these guys are racing for something pretty important here, not just pride, not just bragging rights. Pace truck going to head in right here off turn number 4, heat race number 2 about to get underway. Green flag in the air. Strickler on the point. Holds the lead through 1 and 2, but James Edens now working on the bottom side, and Edens, well known for going to the bottom and making headway every single night, slides the car up in front. He's got the lead at the end of turn or lap number 1. Oh, Alex Bergeron tried the slide job up in front of Strickler, and Strickler clips the right rear. Alex Bergeron able to get the car spun back around. Keep it going, but he tried to get in low, and he slid up in front of Strickler. Strickler's left front just barely rubbed that right rear. No damage to either car. So we'll let them pass under the timing and scoring line here. We'll get the order set. They're going to pace around for at least one more lap as it is. It's going to be Eden, Strickler, Kruger, Marvel, Leho, LeBeau, McGathey, Tiernan, Heisler, and Bergeron in that order. Speaking of Miss Carla, there she is. 38 car on his way to the back. So that's going to move Rusty Kruger into the second spot. Anthony Marvalijo hanging on to the final transfer spot. Lights will go off on the pace truck this time. And they will have 5 laps to finish up heat race number 2. Midget series right now. Don't forget, when this one's over, they're going to rework the track. We're going to bring the 360 wingless sprint cars out here. Show number 2, presented by Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games. Right now, heat race 2 about to go back to green. Marvalijo with a little bit of an early jump. James Tiernan with a big jump down to the inside. He's going to pick up 2 or 3 spots on there, and that's going to push McGathey to the high side. And McGathey's car finds the outside fence. And I think the 3 wide is what got McGathey way up off of his line. He bumps LeBeau, bumps him again, gets on the restart. Tiernan's on the inside. He tried to go to the high side, and maybe he got himself in there and put himself just a little too wide. Open wheel cars don't like to make contact with much of anything but the ground, and he went for just a little bit of a pirouette there. Have to rejoin the back of the field. I think it all started when Marvalijo tried to time the restart, and he missed it greatly. He had to go to the outside of Kruger and slowed way down. Everybody kind of went with him behind him, and it caused a big checkup right there. So maybe just a little bit anxious on the throttle for Mr. Marvalijo. See what we get off the pace truck this time. If he does not shut the lights down, we will not be going back to green. But I think we're going to get a 1-lap shootout. I feel like we are. And we will be getting that 1-lap shootout. So we'll pay particular attention to how these guys get away from the start once James Edens puts the throttle down. Edens on the point. Kruger is second. Marvalijo holding on to the final transfer spot directly to the A main. But 1 lap to go, and anything can and usually does happen when the green flag comes out, and it does. This time Marvalijo stays in line, gives it the proper due, puts it into the inside fence, and he's going to go for a wild ride up and onto that grassy knoll out there. James Edens going to come home with the victory. Rusty Kruger in second. Todd LeBeau going to get the spot, but not for trying. Alex Bergeron barely misses. Getting into the A-main directly from the heat races, but he and the rest of the crew going to find their way in through our consolation races. Edens, Kruger, and LeBeau with direct transfer spots. Yeah, if that was a congratulatory bump or hey, dude, hard to say. Oh my, what a stacked heat race we're about to see right here. There are some big names in this one, guys. On a pole, the 081 Trey Osborne to his outside. Points leader in the series. Swindell Speed Labs driver in the 75, Adam Elby. Row 2 on the inside, the DRC chassis profile by Sanford Kinzer Sim Racing Team number 311. That's Alex Smolders. And to his outside, the 422 is Ross Weiss. Row 3 on the inside, the Team VLR, Beer Hill Gang, number 23, Stephen Calavoda. And on his outside, Rockstar Productions, Wicked Cushion, Randy Hannigan at Motorsports, number 22, Mason Hannigan. The Next Gen Fab, number 59 of Mark Pinsky, inside row number 4. And on his outside, the Team UDSRA, number 95 of Dakota Kuhn. Chance Crum, the Pole Dash, sponsored, number 183, inside row number 5. Connor Lane to his outside, 27 car. 10 cars in this one. This field is stacked, 6 of these guys. Regular top 4, top 5 drivers in the series. Right out here in the front, your points leader starting outside the front row, like he needed a lot of help. The blue and white car on the outside of the front row, keep an eye on him. Multiple winner in the series, I want to say at least 3 times now. James Eden's picked up 2. Hunter Conley's picked up a win. Alex Bergeron has picked up a win. On the front row, we're going green heat, race number 3.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Osborne right through the middle. Elby went to the bottom on the high side. Here comes Ross Weiss. Mason Hannigan way down low. He's putting Smulders in the squeeze box right now. They clear Weiss. And now Hannigan went inside on Elby, but Elby able to power off turn number 2. Hold on to the second spot. The battles for the final transfer spot is between Smulders and Hannigan at the moment in caution. 422 car Ross Weiss up on the lid, now rolls back over on its wheels. We'll see what happened to Ross. Up, out wide, nobody around him. Oh, got the right rear up, got it into the fence, and then it just rode the top of the fence down into turns 3 and 4. He's able to get the car righted, rolled back on its wheels, but he will be at the back of the field. Osborne, Elby, Hannigan, Smulders, Pinsky, Crum, Calavoda, Kuhn, Lane, and Weiss are running order. Looks like we'll probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to go. One more heat race after this one. We'll start our elimination races. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the show. Don't forget, likes, shares, and follows. On our way to 5,000. Inside 40 followers to get to the 5,000 mark. Tentatively have our appreciation show scheduled for the 20th of May, which is a Monday night. You're definitely going to want to tune in. You're going to get to ask them questions. You're going to get some answers from, we'll just call them celebrities of the dirt scene. Going back to green right here, halfway point, heat race number 3. Osborne, Elby, Smulders, the top 3.
Green flag, green flag.
Osborne held him for just an extra second. Elby and Smulders thought they had it timed, missed it by just a split second. That's going to allow Trey Osborne to hang on to the lead for now, but Adam Elby going to the bottom side, going to bring the slider across in front. Not going to work that time. Osborne threading the needle between Elby and Smulders to hang on to the lead. Alex Smulders now putting the pressure on, tried to get inside Elby. Not able to hang on to the line, and he had to give the spot back, so keeps it in third right in front of Mason Hannigan. Not content to give up, and every time he runs that slider line, he makes up just a little bit of space. But this time I think LB might have him. Big slider into 1 and 2. Coming off the top side, he tried to keep it down just a little bit, but Osborne able to make the crossover. Use the momentum coming down off the hill in 1 and 2 to hang on to it. You see the left front picking up on that 081 machine out in front. 2 laps to go this time by him. Oh, Smolders with the big slide job. Almost got into Osborne. Able to keep it off of him, and Elby was able to cut back underneath. Now the battle starting to heat back up for a second. Smolders has it on the inside. White flag is in the air. Elby went after Osborne. That might be the last ditch effort that he had right there. May not get another shot. It's gonna be Osborne, then Elby, then Smolders transferring to the A main. Hannigan and company looking at the alphabet soup for the evening. So 3 down, 1 to go. On the pole, the Highside Raceway, TH Designs UDSRA number 19, Troy Wagaman. On his outside, the number 10, that's Skylar Brown. Row 2 on the inside, the Sim Necessities number 301, winner in the series, Hunter Connolly. And on his outside, the Browns, Paint and Body. Grease Racing number 92, Peyton Grease. Row 3 on the inside, the Lepresto Racing Wicked Cushion number 71, John Lepresto. And 2 is outside, the 00. That actually, he's running the 300 tonight. In some series, he runs the 00. But it's a Swindell Speed Labs car. It's the 300 of Kendall Tucker. Row 4, the over-the-wall trophy. Over-the-wall photography. Number 072 of Jeff Stewart. And 2 his outside, the Wicked Energy Gum at team setting number 84 of Billy Rowley. And on the back row, on the inside, the 17, Richard Stiles. And 2 his outside, 3010 of Cole Kirkman, who did not make the call. So 9 cars. Can't wait till we get everybody's photographs and all their information in so that all of those fields that you're seeing there will fill out completely. We'll get some of the other stuff changed up, and now that we know that we got it working right, we can advance this just a little bit further. I promise you by next season, everything will be in 100% working order. Final heat race. Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors, about to get underway off turn number 4. 10 more laps, 3 more cars to the A main. And then we'll be looking for 8 out of our B. Base truck in. Wagaman's on the throttle. Wagaman working around the top side. Skylar Brown in tow, running in the second spot. Brown looked to the inside that time in turns 3 and 4, not able to make it stick. Hunter Conley's in a hornet's nest back here. He was on the top side, was 3 wide for a second. Lepresto went to the inside. Kendall Trucker was in the middle, backed out of it. Now out of shape in the top 3. Crash into the caution, going to come out. Let's go back and get a look at this. It happened right in front of it. It was Troy Wagaman, got way out of shape in turn 2. Went in on the slider line. The car went way across the track, got up there in that loose stuff. Skylar Brown was right on top of him, and when Wagaman got sideways, Brown turned him right in front of Connolly. So Big Rack off turn 2, right in the front of the pack. Gonna shake everything up just a little bit. I see Brown's car in the infield. Peyton Grease's car in the infield. So Lepresto had the lead when the caution flew. Conley, Rowley, Stewart, Stiles, Tucker, and Wagaman, the cars left on track. Guys, if you're tuning in from anywhere but one of the Facebook pages, give us a like, subscribe. You'll know when we go live. If you are on Facebook, come by the Dirt Racing Networks page. Make sure you give us a like, a share, and a follow, especially the follow. Appreciate you tuning in from wherever you do happen to be tuning in from. Hope you're enjoying the show. Midgets now, 360 wingless immediately following this. Looks like we're going to go green halfway in this one when we get it back. So 5 down, 5 to go.
Green flag. Green
Lepresto
flag.
off the point, the green flag back in the air. Hunter Conley was right up to the push bar, lost a little ground through the center of 1 and 2 there. Now got Billy Rowley working on the bottom side. He sits in the third and final transfer spot. They got a pretty good gap back to Jeff Stewart. We'll keep our eyes on the front three right here. Going to be 3 to go when they come off turn 4 this next time. Oh, big run for Conley. Lepresto's car lost a lot of traction on momentum off turn number 2, and Conley flew by him on the backstretch to take the lead with 3 to go. So keep Lepresto in second, but Billy Rowley's making up ground, and he goes to the inside in turns 3 and 4, slides across the nose. Not going to be able to hold it on the exit. Lepresto had a long run, able to build up some speed right there now. These two looking like they were going to trade sliders for just a second. Rowley super fast down the backstretch on the inside, putting all the pressure that Lepresto can handle on him. Conley sees the white flag. 1 lap to go. Battle still for second and third. Both cars in if they just keep it clean. Looks like they're going to. And Hunter Conley's going to come home with the heat race number 4 win. John Lepresto, Billy Rowley transferring straight to the A main. Jeff Stewart and the rest going to be in the consolation races we start seeing next. So a C main and then a B main. Still top 2.
Top 3.
Okay. Top 3 going to transfer from the C.
10 laps, top 3. B mains 12 laps, top 8.
It's going to be McGathey and Calavoda on the front row. Tucker and Brady in row number 2. Heisler and Kuhn in row number 3. Row number 4, Skylar Brown, Mike Keegan. Row 5, Marvalijo and Lane. Grease and Cardwell in row number 6. And that says we skipped the 12th position for whatever reason. And on the back row, it looks like it's going to be Weiss and Kirkman. See how many of these guys make the call. It looks like Cardwell and Kirkman not making it, so we're going to have 12. We're going to take 3 and move them to the back of the B main. Got 10 laps to get this one done. You'll have 12 laps in your B main. You'll take the top 8, put them in the back of the feature race. One more pace lap around. It'll be McGathey and Calavoda off the front row. Only the top 3 get to transfer through. All right,
Green,
green
green,
flag in the air. C-Main is underway, 10 laps. Watching about third and fourth place right here. Second, third, and fourth on the screen. Only the top three gonna make it. Calavoda in second, making a bid for the lead around McGathey, and he's got the lead at the line. Kendall Tucker now into third, but he's got pressure. Hunter Brady working the bottom. Peyton Grease right in the middle of this, right in front of Hunter Brady. Around on the inside, you saw Skylar Brown's car get out of shape after contact. Now, Brady's car out of shape. And that's going to let a whole lot of things happen. They're going to be 3 wide off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Brady's on the bottom. Coons in the middle. Connor Lane was on the top, and contact again. That's going to do it for Keegan. Brady's car just a 360. Marvel Leho's car way out of shape. They were trying to make it work, and I thought it was going to happen right until the exit right there. Brady's car drifts up just a little bit. No further could he go. And you see Skylar Brown's car upside down way back there. He did that on his own. So we're going to wait for him to get through here. Timing and scoring going to give us the lineup. It's going to be Calavoda, Tucker, McGathey, the top three. Grease, Coon, Lane, Brady, Keegan, Weiss, and Marvel Leho behind that. Brian Heisler in 11th, the only other car on track right now. Well, we appreciate you tuning in, Jeremy. Glad you're enjoying the shows. It says 12, but it's only a 10-lap race. It's a glitch between the communicator in iRacing and our overlay system. Working on a fix for it. Not going to promise we'll ever get it, but these guys are only going to have 4 laps to go when they get the green. Top 3 transferring through. Everybody else going to be done for the night. You'll see some of these guys back in the 360 cars here in just a little bit. But they will be done for the Midget Series. Our top 3 will join the back of the B main here just shortly. Steven Calavoda about to fire us back off pace. Truck headed in. Calavoda's on the gas. Green flag is in the air. Peyton Grease's car spins around right at the start. No caution. No caution that time. Kendall Tucker, Nicholas McGathey, second and third. Watching them down into 3 and 4. Calavoda able to hang on to the lead right here and running a pretty good line. Looks like he's going to keep the momentum up on the 23 car. Oh, my goodness. There goes Connor Lane. And he went for a pretty evil ride right there. See what happened to Connor. Was running here in about 4th position. Trying to get the inside on McGathey and just brought it out a little bit wide. A little bit of contact. Light little car. Big fat tires. So I think it's going to finish under the caution. It's going to end up being Calavoda, Tucker, and McGathey. Hello, Robert. How are you and Naomi tonight? So the white flag out over the field. Calavoda, Tucker, McGathey going to the B main. Everyone else going home. We'll bring these guys into the back 2 rows of our B main here in just a minute. We'll put 12 laps up on the board, and we'll take the top 8 and put them into our feature race. Zipping right along here, guys. The 8th This might actually be the 9th week of the season for these guys. Got about 12 scheduled, so kind of getting down to it. We've got 16 cars. We're taking half the field. We're going to move them on. The Catfish, Chris Roberts, the 93 machine on the pole to his outside. Alex Bergeron in the 16. The Little Hurricane on the inside of row number 2. Jeff Stewart going to be on his outside. Row 3, Steven Herzberg and the Dirt Track Terror, James Tiernan. Chance Crum inside of row 4. Troy Wagaman on his outside. Row 5 on the inside, Dustin Griffiths. His outside, Brett Strickler. Mark Pinsky starting inside of row number 6 with Richard Stiles on his outside. Aaron Schaefer, row 7 inside. Stephen Calavoda from the C Main on his outside. And on the back row on the inside, Kendall Tucker with Nick McGathy on his outside. All 16 cars have made the call. Starting to roll off. Going to get formed up here. They'll make another full lap around behind the pace truck before we go green. Barefoot Bay, Florida. I don't know, how far are you from Volusia? In Barberville. Never can remember the name of the town where that track's at. I hate to hear that, Robert. They're just like children, become a really integral part of the family. All right, so next time off turn number 4, B Main going to go green. We're going to keep the top 8. Everybody else going to be done. We got 16 of them out there. Roberts and Bergeron off the front row. Hannigan and Stewart in row number 2. We'll see who makes the transfer spots in 12 laps. All right, Roberts about to fire us off. Pace truck is in. Roberts is on the throttle. The green flag is in the air. Good clean start here for these guys. 3 and 4 wide through turns 1 and 2. Back in the middle of the field. They're going to square it all out. Most of them going to stay 2 and a couple of 3 wides. You see on the outside, Troy Wagaman trying to fly to the top side. The all-black machine up there. Ended up falling back in line here. Wagaman in about 10th and a big caution.
Caution is out.
Right back here, car still trying to wreck. Go back and take a look at this one. See if we can get down here just a little bit closer. Happened right here in front of McGathy, I think. Oh, yeah. Cars were sideways and guys getting out of shape. Nick McGathy finds the fence. Steve Herzberg's car's upside down. Mason Hannigan is finished. So McGathy's car, even though he's hit the fence and bent the push bar a little bit on the front of that car, he is going to stay out there. Doesn't look like a lot of suspension damage to the car, if any at all. We were watching that happen, and when the caution came out, Alex Bergeron was in front of Chris Roberts. So it's Bergeron, Roberts, Crum, Tiernan, Stewart, Pinsky, Griffiths, and Tucker in the transfer spots. Wagaman and Strickler right on the outside. Still 14 cars on the track. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of mileage out of our at our last one. She was with us for about 13 years. We got her when she was 6 weeks old, so a lot of mileage out of a dog that's average lifespan is 7 to 8 years, so we'll take it. It's just always tough at the end. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. A Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. We're in the B main. Going to have about 7 laps to go in this one. It's only going to 12. We're taking the top 8 from this B main. We're going to put them in the back of the A main. Put 35 laps on the board.
Green flag,
Circuit
green flag.
and Bergeron back on the throttle. Back to racing we go. Roberts in second. We're watching Chance Crum right now. He's sitting in third. James Tiernan behind that. Mark Pinsky. Then Jeff Stewart. Jeff Stewart giving up a spot to Dustin Griffiths briefly. Griffiths not able to hang it and hold it tight, and he shuts the door on Kendall Tucker right there. And then a big drive down into 1 and 2, and he got the car sideways. That's going to trigger the caution. It's going to drop Griffiths back quite a ways. Jeff Stewart upside down here as well. Go back and see. We know that he and Griffiths and Tucker were very close here, but a big warp from the 72 car. Oh, and then Griffiths came back around. It was right in front of him. He reacted. He puts the car in the outside fence. So down to 11 on the track. Griffiths, the last of those. Still Bergeron, Roberts, and Crum, the top 3. Tiernan, Pinsky, Tucker, Strickler, and Calavoda all in transfer spots. Stephen Calavoda back here. In the yellow car, our final transfer spot as they run. Looking like we're going to get maybe a 2-lap shootout to end this one. Well, thank you. I'm glad you got your stuff. I know it has taken just a little bit of time, but there is a big, long string of events and a whole lot of things that have happened to delay some of that. Some of it was a loss of communication. One of the emails didn't come through, so there was a whole lot of names and addresses missing, so we had to rectify that. And now it looks like just about everything is out. There's a few more to go, but they are getting them one at a time now instead of in big batches like they have been. So that's good. There's about 3 weeks left in that series, and then I don't know what we're going to do next season. We're getting ready to start negotiations on that, so see what we can come up with. Bergeron on the point. Roberts is second. Crum third. Tiernan fourth. Pinsky the top 5. Tucker, Strickler, and Calavoda rounding out that top 8. 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 when we get the green right here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. We're going to keep our eyes back here kind of close to Strickler, Calavoda, Schaefer, Wagaman back there. Wagaman and Schaefer hooked together. That might open the door and let Calavoda have a lot of breathing room now. Just making the show is a pretty big deal to these guys, but the white flag is in the air. Bergeron already under the flag stand. Chris Roberts to the top side if he gets the drive off turn 2, and he does not. So keep Alex Bergeron in the lead, and they are going to finish this one up. All right here, Bergeron, Roberts, Crum, Tiernan, Tucker, Pinsky, Strickler, and Calavoda are top 8. Everybody else done for the night. Our A field is set. Give these guys a couple of minutes here. Wingless Wednesdays presented to you by Wicked Energy Gum Cognitive Warriors in the Northwest Focus Midget Series. Hawkins Custom Tailgate Games for our 360 Series coming up immediately after this. Guys, absolutely go by Wicked Energy Gum. They are doing something amazing. 100% of the profits from every sale that they are making for the month of May will be donated to the Cognitive Warriors Foundation. It's for mental health for anybody, but for veterans, and they do a lot of research, and they are really trying to help work with people with their mental health, any issues, prevent issues from happening. It's a fantastic cause. Memorial Day, is in the month of May, so they have decided to give 100% of their profits to this. And their World Outlaws driver, Casey Kane, has stepped up to match them dollar for dollar. For everything they donate, he's going to donate exactly the same amount. So supporting your favorite drivers, man, just go support their sponsors. That is how we keep all these guys out on the track for us to watch all the time. If we support their sponsors, the sponsors can afford to continue to sponsor these drivers, and we get to see great racing. So definitely go by Wicked Energy Gum. Get a pack, get two, get a whole case, whatever. All the proceeds going to a very, very worthy cause. All right, practice session winding down. Going to be time to hit the starting lineup here in just a moment. "20 cars going to grid out here. 35 laps going to be up on the big board. Waiting for the guys, but we'll start through the grid anyway. On the pole, the Hulk, David Heilemann. To his outside, two-time winner in the series, James Edens. Row 2 on the inside, Trey Osborne, the 081 car. To his outside, Hunter Conley, winner in the series this season, the 301. Third row on the inside, Colton Hardy, the 152. Rusty Kruger on his outside, the 5. Three-time winner in the series and current points leader, Adam Elby, the 75 machine on the inside of row number 4 with John Lepresto, the 71 on his outside. Row 5 on the inside, the 8 car, Tyler Chalk inside, Todd LeBeau, the 94 on the outside. Alex Smolders, the 311 inside row 6. Billy Rowley, the 84 on the outside of that row. In the 7th row, on the inside, the 16 car, Alex Bergeron, and to his outside, the Catfish. Chris Roberts drives the 93. In the 8th row on the inside, Chance Crum, Northwest Focus Midget Series regular. And on his outside, the Dirt Track Terror, the 210, James Tiernan. In the 9th row, Kendall Tucker, the 300 machine on the inside, Mark Pinsky, the 59 on his outside. And on the final row, Brett Strickler drives the 38 machine. He sits on the inside of the row with Steven Calavoda to his outside. That's your your 20 car field. They have got 35 laps on the board. The next time we come off turn number 4, we'll start clicking those off. Sun's starting to set. Might just ask somebody to get rid of that voodoo doll, Jeff. That's what I had to do. And then somebody else got another one, or they found that one or something, because I've had nothing but bad luck for a couple of weeks again. There for a while I was doing okay, but man, it was rough for a little bit. All right, we're going green right here off turn number 4. Heilemann and Edens on the front row.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. Good start on the front row. Edens got the best of it off the top side right there. But David Heilemann tried the slide job, kept it off Edens, and he's going to fall into the clutches of Hunter Conley. So move Edens to the point. Conley has second right now off the bottom side. David Heilemann trying to battle for that spot. We're keeping our eyes on those guys. Caution near the back of the field. Check and see if maybe, yeah, it's Mark Pinsky and James Tiernan. Not really sure what happened to these two guys. Oh, a little contact and then some more, and then there you go. And now we'll see what happens back here towards the back. Oh, that was somebody else on the inside. I don't even know. That was Billy Rowley. Yeah, Billy Rowley caught the inside fence just a little bit further down the track. So 3 cars already eliminated from this one, down to 17. Edens, Heilemann, Conley, Kruger, Elby, Osborne, Bergeron, Hardy, Lepresto, and Tucker are top 10. Roll back through the field. LeBeau, Smolders, Crum, Roberts, Chalk, Strickler, and Steven Calavoda Well, I don't really know what is going on here, but possibly Mark Pinsky back out there. He's already shown a lap down.
38.
A new white flag lap number 38. Hello, Billy Russell. Oh, no. Look who joined the fun now, guys. It's the one and only Kiwi Cream Puff. It's Brett Wheeler in the house. How you doing, Brett? All right, still going to have about 33 laps to go in this one. Edens, Heileman, and Conley are top three right now. Back to green, we're going to go. Pace truck already ready to make that left turn. There he goes. Edens is on the throttle. Good jump on Heileman and company. Rusty Kruger now going to make a bid on the inside. Hunter Conley trying. Get the third spot away from him. Alex Bergeron flashing into the screen under Adam Elby. Elby sitting in the fifth spot. Bergeron in sixth. Trey Osborne back here in seventh. Osborne making a pretty good showing in here in this first week that I remember his name being in the lineup, and he is making a pretty good showing for himself. Ran good last night in the 360s. Running pretty good here with these guys inside the top 10. Anytime you can do that with the group that runs around here, you're really doing something. But it's still Edens and Heileman 1-2. Conley sitting in third, but Conley's got company. He's got the 5 car of Rusty Kruger and the 75 of Adam Elby. Both knocking on the door. Maybe in that little configuration, one was at the door and the other was at the window trying to distract him. But they are working him over.
All right, man.
Caution once again. Steven Calavota's car upside down back here. And he and Brett Strickler been close together pretty much the whole A-main. And this time Calavota finds the right rear into the outside fence. Not going to bode well for the rest of his race, as that car will not find its way back to its wheels. So take him to the infield. Edens, Heileman, Conley, Kruger, Elby. Then Bergeron in sixth. Osborne, Tucker, Lepresto, and Hardy rounding out the top 10. Still 16 cars on track. Brett Strickler, the 38 machine, the last of those. Mark Pinsky, 1 lap down, back up on the track.
41.
Calavota rally, Tiernan done for the night. New white flag at lap number 41. So 29 to go when we get the green. Get them single filed, go green off turn 4 this time. Pace truck makes the hard left, throttles down, green flag back in the air. James Edens, David Heileman, Hunter Conley bringing us under the flag. 1, 2, 3. Rusty Kruger right there. Adam Elby still there. Kruger had to back off. Look out. Here comes Bergeron up the inside. He got around Kruger, now working on Elby. Tall order to get either one of these two guys past. A tall enough order for one of them to pass the other. Very close, very tight, very fast racing. And these two probably going to battle from here to the end. Right now, Adam Elby working the inside. Hunter Conley right there. Trying to take second or third spot, away. Not able to do it. Conley able to squirt away by about a car length. Then Bergeron gets a huge run. He's going to go 2 for 1. Down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Brings it out. Had to back it off or he was going to slide into Conley. And now all that momentum for nothing as he falls right back into the 6th spot.
Caution is out.
Caution on the speedway again. And maybe for Smolders, maybe not. Alex Smolders' car backwards 360, and he's able to keep it going. So not a lot to see there. David Heilman's car sitting at the top of turns 3 and 4. And now rolling away. Going to put himself back in line in position number 2. Wait for him to pass underneath the flag stand because everybody was so far out of order that time. 44, the new white flag lap. Right around 25 to go. Eden, Heileman, Conley, Elby, Bergeron, our top 5. Tucker, Hardy, Lepresto, Kruger, and Roberts, the top 10. Green flag this time, 25 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Battle shaping up for third again, already on the restart. Bergeron and Elby putting the pressure on Conley. And Elby got a good run down through 1 and 2. He's got the spot heading into 3 and 4. Works the line, secures third place. Oh, Bergeron and Conley. Big time contact, and now Bergeron's car sliding back through the field out of shape. Can't keep the front wheels down. Taken from 6th to 16th in a half a lap. But it's Edens, Heileman, and LB 1, 2, 3. Hunter Conley in 4th. Kendall Tucker running in 5th. James Edens a quarter of a second over David Heileman.
All right, man.
Caution towards the back of the field. Brett Strickler's car tumbling over here in turns 3 and 4. See if we can see what happened to Brett. Brett right in there, kind of around Osborne and company. Got up, got the right rear into the outside wall. And that spot on the wall, for some reason, like a magnet for the right rear of these open wheel cars. We see the 360 and the 410 guys do it as well. A big fat bouncy rubber tire up against that steel barrier, and something bad's going to happen just about every time. All right. We'll set the field this time by 47, the new white flag. About 22 to go. Edens, Heileman, LB, your top 3. Conley, Tucker, Hardy, Kruger, Roberts, Lepresto, and Chance Crum breaking into the top 10. Right around the midway point. about 5 laps shy of the midway point of the race. So 22 to go right here. Eden's from the point, green flag in the air. Front 4 to the bottom. Behind that, several cars to the top. Colton Hardy, the first of those that went way wide and way high. Now Kendall Tucker around the high side into the 4th position on Hunter Conley. So the Swindell Speed Lab guys run a 1, a 3, and 4. Only broken up by the Casey Kane sim racing car of David Heileman. Kendall Tucker with a bold move around the top side. Now closing in on his teammate. Series points leaders Adam Elby in the 75, and Tucker goes in on the bottom, brings it up across, out on the top. Will he be able to hang on to it on that exit? Just not enough momentum right there, with Elby going down the hill, using that to pick up speed. Ooh, now them too close, almost contact. Both cars seem to be closing in on Heileman, even though they're racing each other. Adam Elby running in high in 1 and 2, getting that car turned and set early and using the banking to come down the hill. Not that time, did not make up any ground at all, but he's been doing that to perfection and closing the gap or passing the car in front of him every time. Eight-tenths of a second, James Eden's in front of the battle we're watching here. Heileman, Elby, and Tucker. That's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and Elby. Big run down the backstretch, moves himself into P2, gets a little tag in the back. He slides across the nose of David Heileman. So move Heileman to 3rd. Kendall Tucker now around the top side. Not able to hang on. David Heileman finding the grip on the bottom. Bringing that car in, taking it out. Now cutting it down and finding some grip, and he's closing the gap back on Elby. Wheel to wheel right there for 2nd. 14 laps to go in this one. We've passed the halfway point and caution.
Caution is out.
Alex Bergeron's car off the track. See what happened to Alex here. Looks like he hit the track entry off of turn 4. Up on the high side, got wide. Oh, something happened. That car looks like the right rear gave up. Up and around, and he finds the tire barrier right there. So 14 cars still on the track. Lap number 50, our new white flag. So we're going to be around 13 to go. Eden's, Elby, Heileman, Tucker, Conley, Hardy, Roberts, Kruger, Lepresto, and Tyler Chalk. Chance Crummy 11th, Alex Smolders 12th, Todd LeBeau 13th, and Trey Osborne back in 14th. Brett Strickler car multiple laps down out here at the back of the field. So green off for this time. 13 laps to go. Don't forget, guys, 360 Wingless cars coming up right after this. Green flag in the air.
Green flag, green flag.
Still Eden's out in front. LB second. David Heileman in the third spot. Hunter Conley, Kendall Tucker working each other over pretty good for fourth right now. Tucker with a good slide job in 3 and 4. But Conley crossed him over and they were dead heat at the line. Colton Hardy in the 6th spot. Tucker found the fence just a touch on the way into turns 3 and 4. Now gets the car up and over, bicycles
All
it.
right, man, caution is out.
And
Caution is
we
out.
watched it live. He left the stadium. But it was enough to trigger the caution flag on his way out. So a little bit of a war of attrition. Guys on the front stretch waiting for the pace truck to get here. So we'll let them circulate around one more time before we give you the top 10. Make sure everybody's in their proper order. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Thank you very much. Something to think about Friday night. Drop over to the Ultimate Dirt TV page. Yeah, they have a charity race going on. It's a super late model race. Dirt Racing Network has sponsored a couple of drivers to be in there. Names you're going to be pretty familiar with. We're going to have Alex Bergeron and Austin Semmelman driving DRN cars for us over there for the charity race. This is a charity for a young man that got sick, went to the hospital. They diagnosed him with something kind of minor, and within a couple of days he was paralyzed and blind, and then they went back and diagnosed him with something far worse. And so this is a charity race to raise some money to help the family out just a little bit, so be sure to check that out over on Ultimate Dirt TV. We are going to try to stream that right through on the Dirt Racing Network. I have to get in some contact with Mr. Wheeler. The green flag back in the air. Lap number 53 is what we're looking for. We're going to have a 10 to go next time by. Eaton's, Heileman, Elby, Connolly, and Hardy, the top 5 right now. Oh, there goes David Heileman. David Heileman going to leave
Caution is out.
on the hook as well. That car got in, up, and over, and got into that Coca-Cola sign over there. Well, watch the 49 car. Running in the second spot, got wide here, finds that same spot everybody else found. Down the back stretch, got it up on 2 wheels, tried to bicycle it. Found the Craftsman Tools sign, then found the top of his machine sliding around in the mud. And that is going to relegate him to a DNF. So one of the upper tier drivers in the series, major problems. Lap 56 going to be the new white flag. Anyway, like I was saying, I'll get with Brett and have him share the stream over to DRN so you guys can check it out. But we'll have 2 top-tier drivers running for us that night. Be Friday, this Friday, May the 10th. Going green the next time. There is going to be exactly 10 laps to go in this thing. Edens, Elby, Conley, Roberts, Hardy, the top 5. Kruger, Lepresto, Chalk, Crum, Smulders, Osborne, LeBeau. The rest of the field on track.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Hunter Conley trying to put some pressure on Adam Elby. Everybody right now chasing James Edens, but look out. Here's your catfish, Chris Roberts, into the 4th position. Trying to find himself a podium in the series. He's got Rusty Kruger, Colton Hardy right behind him. Eight laps to go this time by. Kruger not able to do much with Roberts. Roberts not losing touch with, but not closing in on Hunter Conley. Still sitting here in 4th. Hunter Conley running around in the 3rd spot right now, chasing Adam Elby, who's starting to get away from him. But nobody's catching James Edens. James Edens, 0.6 of a second out in front of his teammate. Still 7 laps to go. 6.5, be exact. Adam Elby still second. Chris Roberts and Rusty Kruger were battling for just a second. Colton Hardy way up high, almost found the bad spot on the cushion.
All right, man, caution is out.
Somebody
Caution
else
is out.
finding trouble. Tyler Chalk getting away slowly back here off turns 3 and 4. Was on the outside of Peyton Grease. On the outside of there, Alex Smulders. Oh, Smulders slid it up a little bit. Oh, a little bicycle job in turns 3 and 4. Smulders slid it up in front of him. So 59, our new white flag. About 6 to go, I think, when we get the green, maybe 5. Any NBA fans out there, the Milwaukee Bucks have just finished off the Boston Celtics. So they'll be waiting for Toronto or Philadelphia.
59 or 5 minutes.
You hear race control in my ear telling me there's 5 minutes on the clock, or we're going to make it to lap 59. So 5 to go. Or 5 minutes, whichever happens first. 11 cars still on the track. Tyler Chalk, after the tumble, able to continue. Not sure how broken that car is, but Todd LeBeau in 10th. Chance Crum 9th. Alex Smulders 8th. John Lepresto 7th. Colton Hardy in 6th. Rusty Kruger 5th. Chris Roberts 4th. Hunter Conley sitting in 3rd. Adam Elby in 2nd. And James Edens still out in front. Green flag back in the air. 5 laps to go. Conley to the bottom. Not able to make a move, but Chris Roberts off the top side had some momentum. Going to get it closed down to about 2 car lengths behind Hunter Conley for the final podium spot. Not able to find the grip off the exit of turn 4. Rusty Kruger had a little bit of a run. He takes it to the bottom side. Wheel to wheel down the backstretch for the 4th position. Kruger and Roberts. Roberts finding momentum around the top side. Keep him in 4th, and he closed up just a little on Hunter Conley. He's going to go to the top side, see if he can make that work. Working the top of the hill down, and momentarily he's got the 3rd spot. Going to keep that 93 car wound up. Put him firmly in the spot. 3 laps to go. Now make it 2 laps to go that time. Conley out of shape. No caution yet. White flag coming out this time by Edens has seen it. We're racing this one out. LB right on his bumper. Battle for the transfer spot, and Conley got into
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Roberts there, and it caused a chain reaction. But James Edens going to win our feature race tonight. He's going to bring Adam LB second. Chris Roberts on the podium in the third. Please remind the top three how to behave in polite society. Thank you very much. Rusty Kruger, Alex Smolders rounding out the top five. Chrome, Conley, LeBeau, Chalk, and LaPresto are top 10. Wild race down to the end. Got these guys parked on our infield here. Hopefully, it's not going to be the greatest shot, but it's going to work, I think. Let's see what the infield screenshots go. Oh, they are right behind the sign. Watching Chris Roberts come around here. Come get some of the checkered flag. God, hang on. Roberts coming home with a podium finish, but James Edens gonna pick up the win. Adam Elby in second. Start getting our guys in here. We'll grab Chris Roberts. Catfish, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
I didn't know what was going on there. Just trying to make sure you're good to go.
All right, man.
Interesting
Like you're back
finish
on
to
the
this
pace car,
one.
we're not.
You worked your way around the top side of Conley there. You brought it home third. A little contact late in the race, man. Talk to us about the end of this race and your podium finish.
Oh yeah, I knew. I got a good setup here at Volusia for the midgets. Unfortunately, I screwed myself in the heat race and clipped the wall and had to come just really a couple rows deeper than what I would have been. But I knew once the track started to slick off, it would come better. Get around a couple guys. I was able to run the line I wanted to. Was doing the slider line and was making some progress. And then I figured out if I entered high and Diamond Dick came out kind of in the middle of 1 and 2 there, worked out much better. So I started doing that and started picking off even more. And a few of the faster guys up front there ran into troubles themselves, and I was able to sneak myself up into third place from, I think, 14th.
Yeah, looked like lines kind of moved around a little bit, and we're used to seeing you on the bottom. You were more working the middle and the top side there. Just too many cars on the bottom for you, or your car just wasn't set up to work the bottom tonight?
Just the way this setup is, it's about a 2 or 3 season old setup, and it loves the slider line here at Volusia. So running the bottom, not so much with this setup, unfortunately for anybody who was hoping to see the catfish hug the wall. And I tried that in the heat race and it bit me, so I went back to what this setup likes to do, and it likes to slide.
A little bit gun shy there to go to the bottom. We can understand that. We see a lot of guys do the selfie off the inside wall. But you got any shout outs and thank yous you need to give, and we'll let you get ready for the 360 race.
As always, got to give a shout out to Wicked Energy Gum, the Northwest Focus Midget Series, for coming on board this season, helping us out with this series. Can't wait to see here. We got 3 more weeks after tonight who they end up picking from the series to come drive the car out west there, out in the Northwest. So that'll be pretty cool. Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games, who sponsors the wingless race coming up here in a few minutes. Wicked Cushion for everything that they do. Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, man. They support us a ton, help us out a lot. So really appreciate what they do. My guys at DTV, Shafe had some problems there, but I'm sure he'll be back here for the wingless race. And then Roger, you up in the booth, and everybody who continually comes out and races, supports us, watches, all the fans out there. Thanks for your support.
All right. Thanks for talking with us, Chris. We'll look forward to seeing you in the 360 race.
10-4. See you, Roger.
Third place finisher, Chris the Catfish Roberts. Let's get Mr. LB up here. James, you got a copy? I'm sorry, Adam. I got the wrong name on my head right now.
No problem. I got you.
Well, we're used to watching you come into the victory circle here tonight, but you chase your teammate pretty much the entire race there. You come home second. Talk to us about that race out there in this second place finish.
Yeah, definitely. A win would have been nice, but running second to James, is also my teammate, is a pretty hard thing to do. He's super fast and smooth, and one of the best on the service in my opinion, and on all the different types of racing. But we started a little bit deep, we get the heat race win, and we just were patient and kind of avoided people and just looked for wherever the moisture was. It was a tricky track for sure, and just eventually found our way into second after some hard racing.
Yeah, it looked like lines kind of moved around. Everybody was trying a few different things, and you seemed to find a lot of forward momentum on the bottom, especially down the backstretch there. How much did the track change throughout the race?
Yeah, it was pretty set in to, I think, what line was going to be the best, which was a little bit weird. The back straightaway got so slick that if you tried to stay high coming off a 2, you would lose so much speed. So you kind of had to make your main priority is getting down that moisture on the backstretch. And, slider line in 3 and 4 was good. But I don't think it changed a whole lot, but it definitely did start to get a little bit different at the end there. Slider line 3 and 4 seemed like it was going away, started to do more of a cheated on entry kind of a thing. And I made a shock change that last restart, and I felt like we were really at pace with James there. So, if we could have done that a little bit earlier, may have had a shot to win the thing.
Yeah, I think it ties you two up with 3 wins apiece. So kind of going to be a dogfight these last 3 weeks, eh?
Yeah, for sure. He's the one guy I do not want beating me right now. Even though he's my teammate, he's right there behind me in the championship. But we're just gonna have to race each other hard and smart. We've raced each other more than enough times, and I don't think we've ever really gotten into each other. So it's I know racing with James, it's always gonna be clean, hard racing, and that's what we look for. Try to put a show on for the fans when we can.
All right, man. Some shout outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get ready for the next one.
I gotta thank DOB for this on. You guys, Dirt Racing Network, for broadcasting it. I got to thank all the fans who are watching. Hopefully we can get more green flag laps next week and not so many cautions. Got to thank the Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. Having them come on board with this is pretty awesome. And Galen and Carl Stewart, as well. They're doing a great thing, giving somebody an opportunity to run their car, and, looking forward to finding out who that lucky person is going to be.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to us. Look forward to seeing you in the 360 race.
Thanks. Take care.
Second place finisher, Adam Elvey. Now, let's get to his teammate. He wins tonight, ties it up at 3 wins apiece. James Eatons, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Like I said, you tied it up. You pick up the win here tonight. You tied it up. It's 3 wins for you, 3 wins for your teammates. A dogfight for the rest of the season. Talk to us about this one and how the last 3 weeks of the season should shape up.
It's gonna be good. We definitely race hard. Yeah, we both got 3 wins now, so I think he's still got a little advantage in the points after that. But 3 more weeks, I think, keep plugging along and keep our nose clean. It'll be a good battle.
Yeah, I was asking him, and he said he didn't feel like a whole lot of changes happened. But I'll ask you, did the track change a whole lot during that feature race?
It got slicker, but I don't think the line moved much. I think I just had, I was running second behind David there, and the advantage of being in second, you get to move around a little bit and try things. And I found that turn down off of 2 there, and just the slider line in 3 and 4 just seemed to be what it was all night. So I just kept running it and paid off.
All right, man. Well, a great win. You got some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get prepped up for the next one.
I just got to thank the Speed Lab guys and, Bell Helmets and Wiser Organics and the Stewart family and their deal up north for supporting this, and DOB for putting it on, and you for covering it.
All right. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you in the 360 race, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, your winner tonight, James Edens. Adam Elby coming home second. Chris the Catfish Roberts come home in the third spot. That is going to do it for the Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. Show number 1, Wingless Wednesdays, in the books. We're going to get ready for show number 2 here. Going to be the Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games 360 Series. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. Come back for the second one. If you can't, catch us tomorrow night for Triple Header Thursday. Dirt Slingers at 8 Eastern. Followed by the Wicked Kitchen 410 Outlaw Series doubleheader behind that. And don't forget about Friday night. Dirt Racing Network sponsoring a couple super late model cars to get in the charity race. We'll be running Brett's stream from Ultimate Dirt TV over here on the Dirt Racing Network so everybody can enjoy that. But I am going to get prepped up before the 360 race, guys. I'll be back shortly. If you can't tune back in, appreciate it. Till the next time we see you, keep it dirty. And I'll be back here in just a few minutes.